Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Cancer? Wow, Cancer. Unbelievable. This is exactly what I'm feeling for you right now in your energy. It's like the energy of like a mother and a sister, two family members, something in your energy. It's like these individuals are watching you succeed in some area of your life, an area where you're having a lot of growth. It's just an overall energy of you moving forward, and simply put, individuals very, very jealous about your moves. There's this very strong energy of gossip surrounding the Cancer collective right now. There can also be friends, old friends that are doing this, exes. Take it as it fits, but there's just an overall energy of people having something to say about what you're doing. And this is all based off of envy, Cancer. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy with this Page of Swords. Page of Swords is the energy of gossip. It's the spies of the tarot. Let's keep going. I just saw the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, so that's the energy that you're in. Going after your passions. Queen of Pentacles. A lot of you could be in an energy where you're building a lot of stability for yourself right now, is really what I'm feeling. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And it's like these energies are jealous that you've been able to do this. Wow. Seven of Wands in reverse. Leo energy at the solar plexus. Cancer, there's also an energy that I'm picking up from you where you're moving pretty quickly here. Okay, that's just what I'm getting intuitively. Like this message, it can't wait to get out of my mouth. It's this sort of thing. It's like the channeling feels excited. But the Seven of Wands in reverse, it's like they're trying to make you feel disadvantaged or overwhelmed in some capacity here. It's like they just want you to give up. They want you to stop now. That's enough, Cancer. Just stop. Come down off your throne now. Don't be silly. You can't go any further. This kind of energy. This is an energy as well, Cancer, that I'm picking up that always made you feel like you were disadvantaged or there was something wrong with you, like you weren't able to go this direction that you're going, pull off what you are now clearly beginning to pull off. Something like this. These are the people who wanted to tell you who you were and who you were not, and what you were and what you were not going to accomplish in your life, and you're proving every single one of them wrong. They're still in this energy of trying to get you to give up. They're trying to do things to stop you. None of this is effective. I feel like you've come too far now, Cancer, that they can't do anything, say anything. If they are saying anything to people around them, you know, trying to say things behind your back, I feel like these people are looking at them like they've completely lost their mind. Because what you're doing can't be denied. I'm getting this energy of success being all around you. You just vibrate at this energy of abundance. This is what you're heading towards. Wow. Magician. Gemini, Virgo, Mercury energy. You're perfectly aligned, Cancer. Right there at the heart. It's like you've let go of all these energies, and this is why you have access to this manifestation power now. This is you with all four elements: fire, water, earth, and air. You're able to turn your visions into reality, and you're able to do it with ease. And for the Cancers out there that may just now be starting out on this path, It's very important that you understand that manifestation is actually incredibly easy. And typically what it comes down to is removing things from your life. You don't need anything else. You have everything you need to be able to manifest the life for yourself. You were equipped with this before you even came here. So in saying that, you need to look at your auric environment, who's in your energy, and really take stock on what might be holding you back. Because based off of my own experience, Cancer, the more I let go of people, places, and things that didn't serve my highest good, the more manifestation power I had access to, the quicker my manifestations just started coming through. I'm at a point in my life now where I merely just have to think about it, and the next day an opportunity presents itself to me for me to be able to pull through that thing that I'm trying to manifest. It's very easy once you're on path. It's very easy once you release all that doesn't serve you. And unfortunately, Cancer, it's going to be in the form of people. People in your family, people that you think are your friends, romantic connections that you thought were soulmates. Everything that doesn't serve you, these are all the things that are holding you back, weighing down your energy. You see, they're taking up space inside your auric field. And a lot of the time, people will come to me and say, look, so-and-so is not in my life anymore. I haven't spoken to them in this amount of time, but I'm still not able to move forward in this area. And so then I'll read their energy, and it turns out that they haven't let go of that energy emotionally yet, right? They're still holding on to resentment and bitterness. And when you're holding on to these sorts of energies still, it's like they may as well still be around you. So you need to understand this, Cancer. Just because someone may not be around you, you may still be holding on to pieces of their energy. So you need to release that energy correctly from your auric field. And typically, this is done by just merely forgiving the energies, right? Because they didn't know any better. This kind of energy, it really comes down to that saying, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do, right? They don't see things from this higher perspective, this universal vantage point. They don't understand how energy works. They don't understand that they've succumbed to some sort of demonic possession in some capacity inside their everyday waking life, something that they are bound to spiritually. And whatever this thing is, wants to make sure that you don't move forward on your path. Because when you move forward on your path and you start to succeed, that's the energy that exposes their own demons to them, right? It's at this point that they have to look at themselves in the mirror. And this is not something that these energies are willing to do. What do we have at the throat? Wow. Wheel of Fortune at the throat. Cancer, there is no stopping you. I'm seeing a freight train in my mind's eye, just barreling down the tracks. This kind of energy. You're stepping into a whole new life cycle. You're already on your way. I'm seeing a little ant standing on its hind legs, screaming at the universe. I feel like this is representative of this opposing energy. This represents them trying to come up against you now. You have this energy about you, Cancer, where you have the full force of the divine behind you because you're aligning. You're stepping into this energy of purpose and destiny. You have a spiritual security team that is just really assigned to you. It's built in once you step onto path. These energies don't really realize this. And what's happening here is, as you're turning the wheel, stepping into this new timeline, your spirit guides, the security team, they're taking notes on everything that these energies are doing. Because once you release yourself from the cycle with them, then what happens is we have the tower come through, we have judgment come through, and they're sentenced to their karma. So everything they're doing is being seen. And it's almost laughable that they think that they're going unnoticed. It's actually so obvious. I feel that you can even sense this. You feel it. You know when these individuals are speaking about you behind your back or doing things. Cancer, your intuition's firing on all cylinders right now. I feel that all the downloads and messages you've been getting in regards to these energies are right on target. You have access to this sort of intuitive knowledge once you start aligning and stepping onto path. You see things from this bigger picture vision. And it's because of this that you've been given the keys to the streets, otherwise known as this magician energy. You have all the ingredients now to manifest support on your path. Sag energy with that Wheel of Fortune. What do we have at the third eye? Too many cards. What do we have at the third eye? Ten of Cups, Pisces energy. Wow, what an energy. This really does say it all right here. Cancer. This is what you've always wanted. Stability and security in your life. Which you would think is just normal. It's a basic want. It's a basic need. But not for these individuals. They've done everything in their power to make sure this didn't happen. It's because you want this for yourself. It's because you understand things from this higher universal vantage point that you're given this magician energy, which causes the Wheel of Fortune to turn, which you have control over, thus bringing in this Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is the general picture of happiness, whatever that may be for you, Cancer. This is now in your grasp. At the third eye, how you're perceiving your reality. You see this now. It's like it's on the horizon line. You step into this magician energy and you're like, wow, I think I can actually do this. Unbelievable. I just had to get away from those crazy demons. Really realize my power and my potential. Start focusing on these visions. And then poof, here they are. It was actually kind of easy. Again, Cancer, they want me to reiterate this to you. You don't need anything. You need to release things that you already have. Things around you. Person, place, thing, behavioral pattern, mindset. The more you release these things, and typically there'll be more than one, the lighter you become, the more space that the divine is able to free up for you inside your auric field. Space that can now be utilized for this Wheel of Fortune and Ten of Cups energy to flood through. And it makes perfect sense, right? A lot of people come to me with questions regarding romance and love, and they want to know when they have new love coming towards them, and then they also tell me in the same breath that they still have their ex in their life, and they don't know if they're going to get back together with the ex. So there's this conflicting energy here. And the thing is, when it comes to the divine sending you soulmates, okay, they're not going to send you somebody while you still have somebody in your energy. You need to release that energy, heal from that energy, and then they're going to send you the new energy when you're ready for it. They're not going to send you a new person or new energy, and then you end up fumbling that gift, because then that individual or that energy will be left out in the cold, and, well, they don't deserve that. So you need to release these energies. This is just a very basic example of how this works. Now, sure, you can go out into the world and you can probably pick up other romantic connections, but they're not soulmate connections. They're just more of what you've already had, more of what you're trying to get away from, more of what's crowding up your energy. What do we have at the crown, please? Oh, this really goes along with what I just said. The moon, Pisces energy in reverse at the crown. This is an energy of deceiving yourself. It's also an energy of having a blocked intuition. Very deceptive sort of energy. This is the energy you're leaving behind. It's like this is the tone of this karmic cycle. This energy wanted to cut that divine tether between you and Source, between you and God. Moon in reverse right at the crown. Something very, very deceptive taking place here inside your energy, Cancer. Or this is what you're leaving behind now. It's really going to be different for all of you because you're all going to be on different parts of this timeline. But all that matters is, Cancer, no matter where you are in this timeline, you must keep pushing forward. Okay, as long as you keep pushing forward and self-empowering and not allowing other people to interject and give you their unsolicited advice as a means to hold you back and stagnate you and cause delays for you, then you're fine. It's very important that you listen to your higher guidance and your higher guidance only, your internal GPS system, the one that God put inside of you before you even came here, so He would always be able to contact you. That and that alone, Cancer, is the one thing you need to break free and escape these diabolical karmic cycles. What do we have at the foundation, please? See what demon's trying to keep. Wow. Unbelievable. Magician. Red in its detriment. Baphomet. So we have the Magician twice. However, this is Magician in reverse. So the exact energy, Cancer, that you're using to manifest this new life for yourself is the energy that they were trying to take from you right underneath that Page of Swords. Also speaking wickedness about what you're manifesting into your life. I feel like it's been a lifetime of just manipulation and fighting to actually get to some sort of level of peace and happiness in your life because of all this karmic baggage that doesn't even belong to you that you've been dragging around, Cancer. It's just been scattering your energy all over the place, wearing you down so you can't see your way forward. I'm also getting energy here. Gives health and financial prosperity, connects one safely with divine, right? Does that look like somebody who can connect you safely with the divine? Right? I think they're talking about a different divine, right? The divine down south. It's not divine at all. But there is an energy here of some sort of really bad negative influence leading you astray, putting you on the wrong path. For some of you, this is going to be related to family members. It's the energy of being born into a coven of demons, right? But you don't know any different, so you just think that's normal. You don't see it as evil or good. You just see it as standard. Picking up a similar kind of energy here, and I know that energy really well because that's what happened to me. But what's happening in your life, Cancer, is this energy of spiritual illumination, black sheep energy. You've been given the sight to see through all this energy now. And this may be something that's just now happening in your life. Typically, it will just turn on at some point. It doesn't matter how young or how old you are. When it's meant to turn on, it's meant to turn on. And you just start to see things differently. You start to see through the cracks. You start to see the truth, Cancer. But make no mistake here, these energies were doing everything they could to stop you from harnessing this magician power. Sword in the stone, right? You're the one who's able to pull the sword from the stone. What do we have at the sacral? Ace of Cups, beer, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Energy of always feeling drained and just completely mentally and physically barren. Having a blocked intuition. See, your intuition will become blocked because you're not following the guidance. And instead, you're taking advice from fools, right? The people that you essentially thought you could trust. What do we have at the solar plexus? Four of Swords, Simius, Libra energy. It's this energy here of gaslighting. It's interesting as well because shadow Cancer energy, so unbalanced Cancer energy, utilizes a lot of gaslighting and narcissism and gross exaggeration. What I'm getting here, it's like they tried to tell you you were something you weren't as a means to stagnate you. It's almost an energy that I'm picking up here. This is really interesting. It's like teaching people to be self-entitled. So teaching children to be self-entitled so they don't actually go out and get it, right? So in other words, just teaching them these behavioral patterns so they end up self-sabotaging. You just think everything should be yours without having to work hard for it or prove yourself physically or spiritually speaking in some capacity here. Very, very dangerous tactic to use and a very wicked tactic to use as well on your children. I'm picking up something like that here. It's like an energy of being weighed down. See how this guy's wearing all this chain metal here and he's on a horse, but there's not a lot of movement there. There's no movement. It's speaking to me about being weighed down and dressed up by the people you thought you could trust with all of these things that were meant to cause you to self-sabotage. So it actually makes it seem that you did it to yourself. Hope you understand what I'm trying to say there, Cancer. I know that was quite a mouthful. All right, what do we have at the heart, please? Marax, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, very heavy energy here. It's the energy just completely started dragging as soon as I started getting into this low vibrational energy here. This is what you've broken free from. It's like this black cloud energy following you around. Page of Pentacles in its detriment. This is an energy of missing out on opportunities or not having any progress in your life. It's also an energy of having a short-term focus. The opposite of where you're going. And again, I just keep getting this energy of you wearing these things they did to you, right? See how this, it looks like a wildebeest or something. There's an emphasis on its fur. It's just kind of matted and probably dreaded up, and who knows what's underneath there. But it's like it's slowing them down in a sense, weighing them down. And I feel like this is representative of all this karmic baggage you've picked up along the way. You probably shaved this thing down. It's probably really skinny, right? And the fact that there's a bit of a hunchback there, it's like carrying some sort of burden and heavy weight on your back, like this energy here. And then we have Nichael, which is Hangman, Pisces energy, desire for knowledge. So an energy of you letting go now, Cancer. Seeing that these energies had these ulterior motives towards you and that they were just creating delays. It's like they wanted you to victimize yourself based off of things that they were doing to you in the shadows. Because victimization is a form of self-sabotaging. For some of you, these are past life enemies. I just heard traitors. What do we have at the throat, please? Ten of Wands. Nanuel. God humiliating the proud. Spiritual communication influences religious men, teachers, and men of law. This is you releasing this stress, these burdens, this exhausting kind of energy. It's an energy of freedom. Right underneath this Wheel of Fortune, just everything starts moving. Everything is much lighter. See how this energy looks lighter than this other energy here, right? It's like this energy is very heavy and weighed down, and then you leave this behind, right? And you're just lighter. And now the Wheel of Fortune turns with ease. Mission complete, Cancer. What do we have at the third eye, please? Too many cards. What do we have at the third eye? Ooh, King of Pentacles right underneath that Ten of Cups. Eliahia, the adored God. Obedience causes harmony and peace, calms anger in anyone. So you have the Queen and King of Pentacles here. There's a lot of stability on this table, Cancer. A lot of abundance. A lot of resources. But in saying all this, Cancer, this is very grounded, okay? This is an energy that is very easy to access, like I've been saying. Although the Magician is in the center of the reading, staring right at me, this is very grounded, okay? So if we call this magic, then the message here is that magic is actually very easy to access. Because if it comes down to releasing things that don't serve your highest good in order to manifest this wonderful energy into your life that people would call magic, then I guess this would be a grounded form of magic. Magic that is easily accessed. King and Queen of Pentacles, along with the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ten of Cups. 2 Wheel of Fortunes, Cancer. Wow. Metatron, the recording angel. Advancement and progress, teaches, guides, and records events in the Book of Life. This is a whole new life cycle you're stepping into, Cancer. You have access to a lot of fortune, a lot of good karma, because of the work that you've put in, physically and spiritually speaking, because you're accepting the truth surrounding these karmic cycles, these people, these behavioral patterns, these places, whatever this is to you. This is what you have access to. There's a huge turning point on this table, Cancer, that I'm looking at. An energy of awakening to who you really are, or enough of it to get moving. There's a huge turning point coming up for you, Cancer, depending on where you are on this timeline. So keep pushing forward, keep releasing, keep following your higher guidance, and you're going to make it there, Cancer. It really just depends on you as to when you want this to come in for you. You're the one that turns the wheel, no one else. Cancer, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you would like a personal reading, all of my information can be found in the description below. And thank you for your donations, Cancer. Take care.